So this is the Andes Pacifico. It's the first big enduro race of the year. There's quite a few pros here, so let's take a look at their bikes and see what they're running. The first bit of news actually is Jerome Clements has been spotted on an unnamed brand new Cannondale. We're not allowed to take a look at it. He says it's very green and it's very fast. All we can tell really is it's a long travel 27.5-inch wheeled bike. This is Tracy Mosley's Trek / 29er. So it's a long travel 29-inch wheeled bike. It's 160 on the front as standard and 150mm travel on the rear. However, Tracy is actually running a 150 fork just to bring those bars down a little bit on the front. It's also got these brand new Bontrager wheels with alloy rims and their own Bontrager hubs. Slightly unusually for Tracy, she's running 1x11 because the Slash doesn't run, there's not enough room for front mech there, should I say. So normally Tracy runs 2x11 with that synchro shift on the Di2, so just using the right hand shifter to do 2 chain rings, but she's just relying on this big range 1046 XT cassette on the rear. A really cool feature on Tracy's Trek Slash is this knock lock. So you can't see it, but inside the headset cup here, there's a system that stops the bars from turning too much. So it actually limits the travel of the bars, and that can just stop any damage. If you spin the bars in a crash, those levers might touch that carbon frame and put a bit of damage there. So that's a super neat way of doing it. This is Alan Cook's Santa Cruz Nomad. Alan is a former pro BMXer and he now works at Santa Cruz. And he's got a pretty sweet deal here. So he's got this one-off smoke chrome Nomad. It looks absolutely amazing. Apparently this is dipped, it's not painted, and it was an experiment for the Syndicate bikes, but apparently the paint isn't durable enough, so it's going to stay one-off. I'm sure you'll agree, it looks amazing. It's also got these custom gold Crank Brothers Mallet DH pedals that are inscribed with Dave Mirra Forever on there, Alan's friend Dave Mirra, who sadly passed away. Alan is also sporting this We Ride for Chile sticker. That's something that Johan Borelli set up to help with the wildfires that have been going on in Chile. There's a GoFundMe page. We can help out those people in Chile. So the Andes Pacifico is a blind enduro race, and compared to some of the other enduro stage races, it's a bit more downhill orientated. And you can definitely see that in the setup of some of the pros' bikes. Francois Bailey has got big brakes on here, Shimano Saint with a 203 disc up front, so the biggest you can get, really big stoppers on this bike, and also big aggressive tyres. Got this Schwalbe Magic Mary up front, so weight is maybe not quite as important. You need a bike to be really good for those aggressive fast downhills. Also, you've got this really cool Andes Pacifico custom mudguard on the front. This is Mark Scott's Santa Cruz Hightower CC. There's a couple of cool little features to this. It's a 29er and Mark has got these Maxxis Minion double down 29er tyres. It's somewhere between XC and the downhill casing, so it's not super heavy but really protective. Little pro tip from Mark is he keeps a zip tie stuffed into his crank there, because you never know when you need a zip tie, but also uses that just to poke inside the fork seals and let any air out that's built up in that negative chamber. So this is Johan Borelli's brand new bike for 2017 after swapping from Giant. He's now riding this Commercell Meta AM. It's a 160mm travel bike and he's got a 170mm fork on there just to rake it out a little bit more. I think definitely a pattern I'm seeing with these bikes for Andes Pacifico is big tyres and big brakes. So we've got these Hutchinson Toro, real chunky tyres, and SRAM guide brakes with 180mm rotors front and rear. We've seen some people using these sort of enduro hand guards. You've seen those, like motorbike style hand guards? Yeah. Is that something you've ever thought about? No. Just get narrow bars, avoid everything. No. It's just, no, I don't, I don't like the look of it. Fair enough. It's too enduro. Nice too much enduro is too much enduro. Yeah. Never go full enduro. So there you go, there's some of the tech that the racers are using here at Andes Pacifico. If you want to subscribe to JMBN, click on the logo right in the middle. And if you want to see more videos from Andes Pacifico, click down there for my diary and click just over there for how to fit tubeless tyres, something that is very important when it comes to racing blind stages with loads of rocks. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video.